those little waggle dances happening. So this is kind of unremarkable. This is a little gray cage here with some bees on it, on a frame, with some empty comb, outside of a shed. But what is remarkable is that this has got a neat story. This is Ryan Williamson with Sourwood Farm, and just wanted to show you all this. This is kind of embarrassing that I did it, but also really cool. In here is a queen. It's August 12th now, and I believe it was June 25th, I caged a queen in a colony that I determined was not doing that great. And me, trying to run a good breeding program, my goal is to requeen colonies that are not doing great and give them fresh queens with hopefully better genetics and change the trajectory of the hive. So this queen was caged, and I waited about a week. So early June, I think it was, early July, I think it was July 3rd. I took this frame out, and it had some nectar in this comb that they had drawn. I was worried about robbing, so there I was down in the bee yard. I got this frame with comb I wanted to get rid of, and didn't want to cause any robbing issues. So I just carried it up here and put it in my very messy grafting bee shed. And they sat in there for about a week, and finally here, I come in here to do grafting. The frame's sitting right here, and I would get stung on my ankle every once in a while. The bees were actually guarding this queen a little bit, so I'm like, that's frustrating. I'm going to put this outside. So I just put it out here. Eventually some robber bees came along, cleaned out that comb, but the queen in here, amazingly, has strong enough pheromones that the bees from the area are coming and taking care of her. There was a storm that came through. Got like 4 inches of rain. It lifted this little nuke box, threw it way over there, maybe 20 feet away, completely drenched the frame and everything. I'm like, she's dead, but I was just cleaning up and put it there. And the next day, what do you know? There's a bunch of bees around the comb again. So let's see what happens here. We're going to open this up. So this is queen excluder material. So what it allows is attendants to come and go. And the cool part about that is that her pheromones get spread in the colony better. Let's see if we see her. She's in there somewhere. I'm pretty positive because I didn't see any dead bees at the bottom. And there's obviously some definite attractiveness about this. There she is. So there's the queen. She's got a little bit of green on her back. So we've now sighted her. And now comes the curiosity. All right, so this is a queen that I don't want. But she's been out here. Oh, she's got out. I'm doing this single-handedly. That's not smart. What I'm curious about. Oh, there she goes. Flying away. Quick, grab her. Oh, no. All right, got her. Put her back in. That's neat. She was flying with one clip wing. Anyway, so this is a queen that I've determined I really actually don't want. But after almost 6 weeks alone in the cage, well, not alone, but with strong enough pheromones that bees are coming and taking care of her and doing waggle dances, going out and getting food and bringing it back to feed her. But she hasn't laid. She's been exposed to a lot of temperature swings, but it's summer, so, highs in the mid to upper 90s, lows in the 60s mostly. I'm really curious if she can still lay eggs that are viable. So I'm going to go down to my bee yard over here and see if I find a colony that's queenless, where mating didn't go well while I was on vacation for 2 weeks, and we're going to see if we can put her in a colony and see if she can perform after this should we say not good care. Anyway, I find bees so fascinating, and this is just purely a curiosity experiment just because it's kind of cool. So hopefully she's in here. I think I got her back in there. Let's see if we see her. I just think it's incredible that her pheromones are strong enough that she's attracted. Yep, I see her abdomen there. Excellent. All right, so I'm going to go check out colonies, and I'll probably film again once I find a colony to put her in. All right, we got a colony. It's a good candidate for introducing this queen to see if she can start laying again. I went ahead and see if we can get in close. I marked her back with purple on top of the green so I know who she is, and putting her into this little cage. This colony, I'm going to release there's going to be a video on YouTube I'll do first that's about this colony where I injured the queen's leg, and yeah, that didn't go too well. So the last check here on August 12th, and no eggs, no tiny larvae, but supersedure cells, or maybe they're emergency cells. Maybe they killed, she died and they just made emergency. So here's our our queen that has been outside of a hive for 5.5 weeks. without being able to lay eggs, we're going to see if she'll start back up. Yeah, it's total curiosity. I actually don't want this queen. If she starts laying again, I'll probably merge with another colony and dispatch her. But I just can't help but to experiment and see if she'll kick back in after that much time sitting on the north side of a building, not getting direct sun, but not getting much care either. And in she goes. Oh. Let me talk about these cages. So this is kind of a homemade job. I get these push-in cages from, one of those online sources on, drop ship from China. They're not perfect, but I like that they have a little door. On the sides here, you got sliders, so you can slide that to let attendants come and go. We don't want that to happen for right now. I don't think. This is the part I'm modifying. I'm sliding one of these doors over and taking a candy cage from a California cage, and it's flexible enough I can slip that in to, there we go. You can see where I carved a little hole. Oh, queen almost got out there. That's not smart, but hey, you gotta show things, right? So there's that candy cage in. So what's nice with this is the queen can start laying and pheromones can get, fully developed or back to normal while they're eating through the candy. So by the time they get through the candy, in theory, the queen is back to normal pheromones, and there's a much greater chance that this colony will accept. And during that time, they of course are also passing pheromone through the cells, through the holes. Her tarsal pheromones are on this comb, but maybe they're getting passed as well. Anyway, I've had so far 100% success introducing queens in one of these cages. At the time I got these, they were about $1 each. They're probably a lot more now with import tariffs, but who knows? And I'm gonna put this down. I don't know. There could be a virgin queen in this colony, or the original queen. Oh, look at that. See, you get, here's where I tore down the emergency cells. I would just go ahead and shake the bees off, make sure I'm not missing any. Not really that great to knock the frame like that. Looks like I got all the emergency cells, so here we go. We'll check back in a few days and see if she's laying, and so curious. All right, there we go. Fun in the bees. Well, here we are. It's just over 2 months into this experiment. We're checking back to see if this queen that was caged for, gosh, that was a month and a half. She's actually a little bit more than that. Anyway, she's back in this colony and should be laying away. And the curiosity I have is, did she get damaged from that month and a half or so out in the elements or not? So let's see if there's capped brood from her, or if they're making emergency, I should say supersedure queen cells. So I see eggs all over the place. Really nice egg pattern there. That's right into this area here in the middle. I don't know if that'll show up. Light's kind of poor. Let's go this way. See if that'll show. Right in here, there's eggs. Don't see any larvae though. Ah, drone larva. Very healthy drone larva, but no worker larva there. Oh, that might tell us something. If they're raising the eggs in drone cells but not worker size cells, it could be that she's only laying unfertilized eggs. That would be pretty cool. Nope, lots of larvae. Lots and lots of healthy looking larvae there. And capped brood. So she survived that ordeal. Now, this is the sad part. Now my job is to find her and remove her. Why do that? Well, this is an experimental queen, a virgin I got from a friend doing a trade. And in June 25th, she washed 20 mites. So while she appeared to be fairly mite resistant the first year, the second year it did not work out. So for breeding purposes and age, we're going to eliminate this queen from our genetic stock and then use these bees to help boost a colony here. This is a little medium-sized 5 frame noke. The mother of this colony has wash no more than one mite for a year and a half. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that combine. So we're going to do a newspaper combine. Experiment is over. So 2 months of unintentional queen experimentation, but it's really cool that she survived that long out of the nest. I'm feeling like this is going to be a very difficult proposition to move a 5-frame nuke with one hand. But hey, let's give it a shot. A little smoke. I don't have a veil on, so that's silly. We'll do that. And pick that nuke up. Bring it over here. This newspaper has a little tear in it, so I think that's good. And the nice thing with this is we are now getting ourselves ready for winter. And this upper one had some mites, 4 mites on June 25th. Oh, sorry, yeah, June 25th. So that's giving a little bit of mite load to this colony down below that only had 0 mites on the wash 2 days ago. And so that'll help me be able to assess this daughter for resistance. Oh my, these are cheapo plastic discs, and that one's about to fail. It's going to crumble any second. I'm trying not to make it crumble, but we're going to give this upper part a little bit of an entrance so that if they don't chew through the newspaper overnight, they don't cook tomorrow. There we go. So that was an interesting experiment. Certainly not something I'd ever recommend trying. It's not something hopefully I'll ever do again, but it was just kind of fun to see after accidentally leaving that queen outside for so long, that one, that she lived that long, and two, that she was actually able to be a viable queen and lay more eggs. That's in viable eggs. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching. I hope this was amusing. Take care.